JiDion is what is called a pred catcher. It's a sector of the internet content creation that's centered around setting up these sting operations for predators, kind of like what Chris Hansen would do in To Catch a Predator, if you were ever a fan of that or you ever saw that. And it's spread to the internet. It's become a trend of content that people make. There have been some pretty awful stories that have come out of this. There have been some good ones too, you know, bad people with lots of power and influence being exposed and having their true colors revealed and no longer having the platform they could otherwise use to potentially hurt children. So that's well and good. I do like when something actually comes out of the pred catching content, but a lot of these people, they don't work with the police. They tend to be a little bit shameless. They're just going for clicks, and they'll oftentimes hinder any ability for justice through the legal system to come about. That's why I've never had the highest opinion of JiDion, and why when he got arrested recently I assumed, oh, I guess he finally took it too far. Well, I was right to think that. JiDion did in fact finally take it too far, but it has nothing to do with hunting predators or anything, surprisingly enough, even though that's probably what he's most known for at the moment. He was essentially engaging in a coordinated harassment scheme, I guess you could call it, or sort of like a harassment for content arrangement, where they were stalking and following this guy named Joe that was a squatter in someone's property. And this guy, obviously, what JiDion wanted to do was turn this squatter into a laughingstock on the internet, follow him everywhere that he goes, and essentially just scare him away from squatting on this property. I don't know if you know this, but like the internet hates squatters, like homeless people that stay in homes when they're not welcome and have like legal protection to stay until, I don't know, like a given eviction date or whatever. Like the internet hates squatters. And I don't know why, because like, I don't know, maybe it's because I've never dealt with a squatter. I feel like they're not very common, you know? Like I feel like, I don't know, the idea that someone's brand is they go after pedophiles and squatters, it's like, damn, like, okay, squatters are, I guess, kind of scummy, but really, that, like, I feel like by implication, we're putting these two groups in the same level. But that aside, they do this harassment train, I guess you could call it, this, like, harassment parade following around this Joe guy. And eventually, it comes to this McDonald's, and everything goes crazy. Arrests go down. Some of his fans, JiDion's fans, get arrested at this McDonald's. They get trespassed and everything. Apparently, JiDion crashes out. It's a whole thing. And we got the arrest body cam here, so I thought we'd go ahead and give it a watch, shall we?
How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think the charge is going to stay? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
I love squatters. They're hella based, not scummy at all, to make use of some asshole's vacant third home. From what I understand, he is refusing to leave despite the fact that the actual residents, like, are there. And he's like, I would say, like, just saying, no, I live here, sorry, you can't have your home. I'd say he's squatting his grandma's house. Yeah, that's, it's his mom, or his mom's house, or his grandma's house? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it just seems like, depending on the situation, squatting is kind of shitty. But in this particular situation, it does feel weird that the predator hunting guy is fucking with this random dude. It's Skeeter Jean's grandma. Okay, so apparently there is a squatter on Skeeter Jean's property, which is another, like, pred hunter guy, that I guess they're collabing together. Gotcha.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of a harrowing day. But the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over some, like, YouTube views.
Oh. Buddy, that's everything.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers
That's the guy.
from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Jean.
Okay, yeah, so this guy is literally Skeeter Jean's uncle, but he's also a squatter. He's not wanted on the property.
which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old JiDion's Adams, a popular YouTuber best known for high-energy prank videos,
Okay, the content they're making on this guy seems like total slop. Genuinely. Like, why the hell did they have to make this random, very civil disagreement type situation into content? You can handle all of this through the legal system very easily.
social experiments, and comedic vlogs before transitioning into true crime content focused on exposing criminals through sting operations, have a reason for following Joe wherever he goes.
For the
Hey, Maurice
past decade
Belcher.
or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my grandmother, who was also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So, he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel, and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet.
But, like, why? Expose him on the internet? This is such loser shit, bro. What? Dog, what? He's your uncle. He's just some guy. He doesn't have an internet presence, at least as far as I know. I'm gonna expose him on the internet. No, what you did is you turned the civil situation into internet drama for views. This is so cringe,
And make
dude.
some money off of him.
but according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside JiDion's to solve the problem once and for all. He moved JiDion's into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claims Skeeter, JiDion's, and their film crew.
Wait, they even got the guy to leave the house he's squatting in, and they followed him to harass him. I feel like that's even less defensible. And you can see, like, this army of, like, Zoomer JiDion's fans start to gather at the McDonald's. They're the ones who end up getting in trouble, primarily, or at least partially for this, which we'll get to. Minor spoilers.
Continued following and filming him at the restaurant, ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and JiDion's had been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convinced Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man? Yeah.
Just wait down here.
Okay. So, chat.
I don't think this is
we
where
got
he
a
gets
giant
arrested.
speaker here. We got a giant speaker here. Bro, the police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead. Boo!
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe.
So from what I understand, what JiDion's wants is for the police to kick the squatter out without the proper legal course of proceedings, which from what I understand would just require like an eviction notice, right? And like a 30 to 60 day period to vacate. And then after that, you just call up the police, show them the eviction notice. Hey, they haven't vacated. It's been 30, 60 days, whatever it is in the state, and get them out of there. Like, why? This drama started back in November, apparently, of last year. So why has that not been done already? They've been trying to evict him. Skeeter's done a few episodes on this. Okay. I think it's his uncle. Yeah, you're allowed to evict a family member. You're allowed to do that. There's a whole process for it. Like, is he just not, like... I think it's that the grandma let him stay so long, it's like they are married / shared resources. So they're considering it like a common law marriage situation. I'm pretty sure that only happens when you're in a relationship. Like, I don't believe that you just have the obligation to have an adult live in your home against your will. Like, I'm pretty sure you can just always evict somebody. Like, there shouldn't be some common law type protections here. Like, what? It's just, it doesn't work that way. I'm pretty like they should just be able to do an eviction notice. I bet they haven't done it because Skeeter Gene wants to farm this guy for content. That's my guess.
Go to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and JiDion arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's again, and when the detective tells them that Joe is not at the station, JiDion mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
Like, okay, am I mistaken? But I remember JiDion did this big thing where he was like, I'm converting to Christianity. And then ever since then, he's come off as genuinely unhinged. Like, moments like this where he's going to the police station and harassing the police officers. Like, I know, haha, we're fucking with the cops based or whatever. You, like, memes aside, this is just stupid. Like, this is unbelievably stupid and a really dumb way to conduct yourself when your goal is to be like a pred catcher guy who I would assume would like to be able to have work with the police in the future to actually be able to capture predators. Like, this guy doesn't seem stable enough or smart enough to have a relationship with law enforcement, because look at how he's engaging with law enforcement right now.
I might have JV like go make like missing people. You know, Joe?
And you can see those all those people on the side there. That's like his army of Zoomer cohort. Like, okay, I will say, is it not weird that he's got an army of teenage fans following him around? I get that they're stream snipers, and he can't really make them go away, but it is weird, right? Like, you would think at a certain point he would call the cops on them to get them, like, removed and gone, because they're being a problem and they're putting themselves in harm's way by following him around while he's conducting these investigations. Like, if he was going after a predator and a bunch of teenagers wanted to join him for the pred catch because they stream sniped him, like, the live streaming this was really not smart, because then you've got a bunch of... That's how all these teenagers ended up here, is because he live streamed it and they stream sniped him. So live streaming this in the first place was not smart.
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
I hope he doesn't live stream his predator catches, because good lord. Like, you do not want any, like, random 14-year-old fan showing up when some armed predator shows up at the sting operation. Jesus.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise?
Yes.
You
I take pictures of him all the
Now he's
time.
harassing the
Pinky,
workers
pinky,
at the
pinky,
McDonald's.
Pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check real quick, okay?
Is this
It's around
McDonald's?
3 p.m. now, over 4 hours since this situation first began, and as an officer arrives at the restaurant to speak with
Yeah, it
Joe
is.
again, he has no idea that Skeeter and JiDion are about to bring the storm right back to McDonald's.
Because, like I said, those people come all the time, except this time they
He's posing with, like, these random teenagers that showed up, bro. Like, I don't know. They could be... These two could be adults, I guess. But they look like they're probably, like, 15.
Right back to McDonald's.
Because, like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they say, and then they don't want to leave. And then they did come back later.
Yeah.
The bald-headed guy, the one that starts the first round of video.
Yep.
So he came in, and I said, "You can leave." He goes, "No, we don't have our cameras." I said, "That's fine." I said, "But you still need to go." And he goes, "Do you treat all customers like that?" I said, "Only the ones that have videos and phone systems." So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, "We are outside waiting for him." So I said, "You need to stay in." I said, and then there won't be any conversation. So they were...
At this point, if they refuse to leave at all, the police can arrest them. They've been trespassed at this point. Like, once the owner of a property tells you to leave, or at least, like, somebody who has authority at a property like this, a private property, to tell you to leave, and you don't, and they call the cops, and the cops show up, and they tell the cops what happened, at that moment, like, you refuse to do anything the cop tells you at that point, and you're getting put in cuffs. Like, guaranteed, pretty much.
They finally did leave, but they were in and out.
Yeah.
That other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
Yeah. They're at his house, and
I know.
they're not doing anything illegal. It's just super annoying. They're trying to get him riled up so they get their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe, so we can't make somebody leave.
They have those shelters.
What does he mean? He's allowed to be there? Like, am I wrong? I don't. There's no law that obligates you to allow a grown adult to live in your home against your will past the date of an eviction notice expiration, like the eviction deadline. Like that is. Let me. Hold on. What's his first name? Something Joe. It's like Squatter Joe, I guess. Why won't police evict Squatter Joe? All right, come in clutch here. Come in clutch. Okay, police will not immediately evict Squatter Joe because squatting is legally treated as a civil dispute rather than a criminal matter. Okay, fair enough. Once an occupant establishes residency by presenting false documents or claiming tenancy, police cannot force them out without a court order, as doing so would violate tenant protection laws. Okay, so you file an eviction notice, and if they do not leave, that's when you take them to court. Presumption of tenancy. In most jurisdictions, police cannot determine on the spot whether an occupant is an illegal squatter or a legitimate tenant. Eviction laws are designed to protect actual renters from being illegally locked out by landlords. Fabricated documentation. Squatters often present fake leases, forged utility bills, or claim verbal rental agreements. Patrol officers lack the authority and on-site resources to verify or invalidate these documents. Property owners and police are legally prohibited from forcibly removing occupants, changing the locks, or shutting off utilities without a court order. Doing so can subject the property owner to lawsuits or criminal charges. To remove a squatter legally, the property owner must file an unlawful detainer lawsuit, or formal eviction, proceeding through the court system. Once a judge issues an eviction order, then law enforcement, such as the sheriff, is authorized to physically remove the individual. So yeah, literally everything that I thought was the case is the case here. They literally just have not taken this guy to court because they want to farm him for content. That's all that's happened here. They could have had him in court months ago and had police remove him months ago. That's why the cop is talking like this here. Like, yeah, they just want to provoke him for content because there is a legal avenue they could have gone through and had this guy out back in like January or February of this year. If they had started the process when they dropped the first video, and Skeeter Gene dropped his first video in November.
None really close to here, but he said that his buddy was trying to find somewhere and trying to keep Joe out of the spotlight. So, yeah. Yep.
He'll be out at their house.
Yeah. So, thank you so much for the help. I greatly appreciate it.
While Joe has stepped out to run an errand, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that JiDion and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him. The manager told officers that despite being asked to leave and informed them that they could not record on McDonald's private property, they continued live streaming. The group is then seen returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're gonna go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can...
Bro, how is he this... Did he have a stroke? Or was there a gas leak or something? Because before his, I'm a Christian now video, I remember him being a pretty normal seeming guy. And now he's doing this unhinged shit. And he almost, I've seen clips of when he gets arrested in this video. That's the most I've seen. Dude, he comes off like something happened. Like his brain switched. Like he seems like he took a head injury. I'm not gonna lie to you. You'll see when we get to that part of the video.
See what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's. But this time, the officers are ready.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
This is the part I've
doesn't
seen.
want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's is not.
So in the lift shirt here, in the black shirt with the pink lift, this is JiDion. All right. So this is the part that I have seen, or at least I've seen bits of this part.
I want you on the property. You guys have to leave. You're gonna be.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said
them,
these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
or they're gonna arrest you.
Do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing.
right off the bat. Do you guys see what I mean when I say he just doesn't seem like he's all there? Like what is that response? Like, yeah, if you go into that McDonald's, we're gonna arrest you. And he's like, hey, who wants to get McDonald's? Like, trying to provoke the cop. Like, this is a guy who's supposed to be working with law enforcement to do pred catches, by the way. But we all know he doesn't, and he's just farming actual dangerous predators for content. Like, this guy's out trying to find a kid to abuse. Isn't this good content? We humiliated him for 5 minutes, but he's gonna still go off and find a kid. Isn't this fun content, guys? I don't have much respect for pred catcher content unless there's an arrest. I'm gonna be real. Unless there's an arrest, get that shit out my face.
Asking if you go in there.
Bro, you don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have anything better to do?
Officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespass.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a...
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
But the warning has little effect. Soon JiDion is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling, creating a disturbance, and stopping vehicles attempting to enter.
Like, it's like his brain got boiled in internet juices until he thought, like, internet logic works in the real world. It doesn't. Like, this shit doesn't work. You can't, like, debate the cop or like, epically own the cop into agreeing you're right. Oh, yeah, you know, I was wasting taxpayer dollars by... like sitting here waiting to see if you're breaking the law or just doing police work. Yeah, I was. Yeah, sure. Like, does he really think that argument's gonna work and the cop's just gonna go away? Did he really think this wasn't gonna end badly for him if he didn't immediately shape up once the cops arrived? Like, if there's no arrest or actually stopping them, it's just making things worse. Converts to Christianity and becomes a dumb as fuck. No, it genuinely seems like at some point around that time, and I feel like it's probably a result of it, he got like a brain injury or something, because I don't think he was like this before. Like, I don't think the old JiDion from like 3 or 4 years ago would have been out doing stuff like this or behaving this way when cops showed up. It feels like he genuinely like snapped and like went crazy.
McDonald's to patronize the business. At the same time, officers
yeah, that's him standing at the entrance screaming at people, telling them not to go to this McDonald's because they were serving a squatter. This guy is so brain poisoned the idea that squatters, A, are even criminals. They're not. Squatting isn't a criminal offense, so yelling, oh, I can't believe you won't arrest a squatter, you won't arrest a squatter. It's like, dude, just because the internet hates squatters doesn't make it a crime, bro. Get your internet boiled brain out of here. And then on top of that, you've got him standing on the curb, yelling at random normie people just going in to get their McDonald's, telling them to boycott the store, because the store called the cops on them while they're there to harass a squatter. Like, how internet brain poisoned do you have to be to think you're not the weirdo when you're JiDion in this situation?
2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there. Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter. He's in there? Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this.
Now this is where pretty much everybody turns against JiDion on this one. He then gives his backpack with his camera equipment and all of his stuff to this teenager, this Zoomer, fan of his, and sends the pair of them into the McDonald's to record and harass Joe for them because the cops are keeping him out. As you can imagine, this does not turn out well for either of these 2 Zoomers that he set up to do this, or himself.
There's a backpack.
He's literally sending in kids to do it for him.
You trespassed him, so shut the f up! Bro, you haven't been trespassed.
We're good. What am I?
Just walk inside.
Just to get in my video?
The cop is literally telling him, get off the property, get off the property. And he's like, you gotta shut the fuck up. You never trespassed them. They just did. Dude, the second the cops tell you to leave, you've been trespassed. And if they have to tell you to leave a second time, they don't even have to tell you a second time. You know, like, that's the thing. They don't even have to tell you a second time to leave. Once they've told you the first time, you're breaking a trespass. and the cop can arrest you at any moment. It is on the cop when or if he wants to whip out those handcuffs.
Yeah. Okay, all right. But make sure y'all stick together.
Is that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have not.
Jesus.
Yeah, hold up. Wait. Actually, come back.
Fuck, maybe I should stream snipe JiDion. That's like, I fucking grab his backpack and run with it, and that's life-changing money. Holy shit. Oh my god, the quest to steal JiDion's backpack.
Bro,
30K?
they're really protecting Joe. Officer, what are you doing? Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're gonna have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass
Now they're
somebody.
arresting the Zoomers that he sent in.
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
They didn't even make it 10 feet onto the property before the cops stopped them. Because the cops literally warned them, you've been trespassed, do not step onto the property. And then they did. And now they're going to act surprised. Now JiDion's going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe you're doing this, you never even trespassed them. They did. We watched it happen when the cops said, do not step on this property to those two Zoomers. As JiDion handed all of his equipment to said Zoomers in front of the cops' parked car, with the cops in there, watching them like a hawk.
Bro,
I guess. Put your stuff down.
officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're under arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
That's serious, bro.
Here's the cops.
Wait, can I hold your guys' property? Can I hold your guys'
You know, I've never
property?
been in handcuffs before.
Got anything on you?
Oh my god.
Officer, why are you?
Hopefully I never do.
Officer, were they trespass?
But there is also
Oh my god, it's so funny.
a novelty to it, I guess.
It's not gonna stick.
Wait, so what have you done wrong?
Breach of peace.
Officer,
peace?
this
Breach
is
of
not
peace,
gonna
stalking, trespassing.
Bro, this is the made I've ever seen in my life.
See,
Yeah, I got you.
Which one is JiDion, blue shirt or yellow? Neither. These two are the Zoomers that JiDion sent in. The random teenagers that stream snipe JiDion's stream. JiDion's the guy you hear yelling in the background at the cops. JiDion's the guy in the black shirt with the pink Lyft logo on it.
They never even went on the property. How
That's
you gonna
JiDion
trespass
yelling.
someone that never went on the property? This is a violation of rights. This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed. Ma'am, they are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's. Call them.
Like, you hear, like, he's yelling to random, like, strangers, like, as if they give a fuck, as if they have enough information to give a fuck. Like, it feels like a schizophrenic person. I shouldn't be ableist like this, but it feels like somebody, like a schizophrenic person according to movies, where, like, they think everybody is familiar with what they're experiencing, but they don't realize how much of what they're experiencing isn't real. And so other people are like, just see them as completely out there. It feels like JiDion lives in such a little internet poisoned world, he doesn't realize how ridiculous he looks right now.
Yeah, see how fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses?
Why is the flag at half-mast? What happened? This is somewhat recent. What am I missing? Was there like a... Fuck. It was like, I guess it was like a month ago? Would have been when they did that? Yeah, the 22nd last month. Fuck, what am I forgetting that happened? They had the flag at half-mast. It's at half-mast for JiDion's career? Yeah, maybe. Did someone die? Oh, the ice cream machine died. True.
okay.
Call the DA and see how fast that shit gets
He's
dropped.
taking these three.
Watch. Call the
wanna
DA
arrest him for
and see
stalking?
how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Yeah, everybody's looking.
This is absolutely...
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. Out here yelling.
Disorderly.
Now they get JiDion.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
On the sidewalk.
Yep.
So you can't yell?
You...
Officer.
You are not allowed to stand on the sidewalk outside of a business and yell at the people going in. That is not allowed. I almost feel like, you know what it almost seems like? I feel like JiDion saw the Reckless Ben situation and thought he was doing a Reckless Ben, right? Like, yeah, you know, really pushing the limit, you know, getting the cops to be the bad guys in the situation. But he tried to manufacture that when that occurred naturally with the Reckless Ben situation, you know what I mean? Do you think that's a possibility that, like, he saw that and was trying to recreate that lightning in a bottle? but couldn't because these apparently are not Mormon cops trying to protect a Mormon company.
I'm gonna come.
Probably
Based.
just a coincidence, but the 22nd of June is when Nazi Germany invaded the USSR in 1941.
Oh, coincidence? I think not. Thank you for the $5, by the way, Amway.
Anything I need to know about, officer? How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think the charge is gonna stick? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick? Sure, we have a. Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
Like, maybe that's what broke his brain, was being so rich that this mindset set in. Maybe once you just have too many zeros in your bank account, this mindset just takes over like the symbiote, and you end up becoming a deranged weirdo like Elon Musk.
Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
Here, back here.
No! Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer. Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I
Okay, I've seen this part as well.
please
I've seen what's coming up
sit?
here.
Do you really want to...
Trying to get him in the cop car is so good.
Your foot in. I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer,
I can't fit.
even fit in
Get
here.
your foot in.
How are you going to arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
in. No, then you're
Officer,
going to sneak
I
over.
won't, officer, I won't run. I'm not going to do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take
Go.
off the
Go
head?
that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
Officer,
over.
I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the
Officer,
car.
you're
Turn sideways
actually
and
hurting me.
scoot.
Officer, please.
Turn sideways and scoot.
Officer, I can't move.
Let's go.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm
Literally the Dracula flow line. I'm making too much money. I don't know who I am anymore.
not resistant, officer. I promise you.
Let's go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my hand?
I don't think he knows what bodily autonomy means. That was not appropriate usage of that term.
Handcuffs in the front.
No.
And it'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body.
You have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a DA.
You don't have a district attorney?
No.
You have a state attorney. You
There's
can
no
go.
district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in. Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't move.
Scoot that way. There you go.
Officer, I can't move. Bro, you pushing me is not going to do anything. Bro, officer, you're actually hurting me.
Come on.
Officer,
Let's go.
I'm not. I can't
Scoot.
move.
Yes, you can. Scoot
Okay,
in
can
that
I
way.
step out and then slide in?
Yeah, step out and slide in.
Bro, made, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside.
Set your-
Yo, call
Now
Jake
he's
and get my
refusing to
lawyer.
slide in.
Get in.
Officer, why you guys?
Slide your butt back. There you go. Anybody making the scene can slow down. We're secure.
But even after
I'm telling you, dude, he got the Fetterman stroke. It feels like the Fetterman brain rot got him. Like, he changed. If anyone knows what JiDion was like 4 or 5 years ago, I just don't think he was like this. I'm not the only one who has this perception that he genuinely went crazy, right?
After being placed under arrest, JiDion remains confident that the officers have only created bigger problems for themselves, as some of them try to make sense of the situation.
Breach of peace covers it all, so.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This is one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one up there.
That Black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take Lions for a Black Fusion.
You towing it?
Yep.
So were they all
Damn.
trespassed from this property or what?
I told them to leave or going to jail for breach of peace if they don't want to leave, so.
Looks like they're leaving.
Dude, I'd get fired day one if I was a cop, because in that situation, I've been like, nah, I got your keys. I'm not towing it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it home. It's my car now. Ha ha ha. And then I would go like through the window at him. I'd probably get fired. I'd be a pretty bad cop.
I don't know who's all trespassing here. I didn't catch all.
Just rage baiting every single suspect. just being an absolute dick. Maybe I shouldn't. I see now why so many cops abuse their power. That sounds really funny now that I think about it.
That from earlier. So.
Hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance?
Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace.
It's stalking. I mean, we got a whole bunch.
I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it.
So what, we got 4?
I mean, yeah, they got to go through the legal system. There's a process that exists. Like, they're just farming this guy for content, when all the while, they could have handled this a while ago and had the dude in court and evicted by the police, like, at this point, 6 months ago, would have all been dealt with.
For right now, this is absurd, dude. Was he arresting him too?
Like, the longest wait for an eviction to go through that I know of is 60 days. So yeah, literally back in February, they could have had this guy evicted if they went through the legal process.
Oh, get out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. Here, Dad, do you mind? Actually, no, man. I was walking.
That kid got scared. That cop just scared that kid straight. Holy shit. You better get out of here quickly. And the kid's like, yeah, I'll call my dad. I'll call my dad, as he walks away quickly.
Downtown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good, he's pulling up and stopping him for us.
Mind yourself.
We were just trying to pick our friend up.
Okay, well, you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to keep traffic. I have my insurance on my phone. That's not.
Is it the same,
it's the same
policy?
Same policy. That's not correct.
Okay.
That's Skeeter Gene, I think.
I'll be honest, it's kind of a gaggle mess going on in here right now, so...
I know what's going on.
Okay, well, he'll eventually move.
Do all 3 stalking and breach of peace.
We're dealing with this all day long. You guys harassing somebody over there.
Yeah, at this point, they've had the cops, like, zooming around town, trying to keep up with the situation. I'm shocked the arrest didn't come sooner. Like, these cops are annoyed.
It's been like an ongoing, like, years issue. They're like harassing this dude, stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today. And now this is turned into this. So, and then he decided to stop in the middle of the road where you saw him to pick somebody up, but...
You need anybody anywhere? Are we good?
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy's over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So long story short is this guy lives on here getting evicted. His nephew, if this car's got a Tennessee plate, that's one of the cars.
Is it?
Yeah. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff on a eviction party for the uncle. They all have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just with them for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. And now they're sending more people up in here, so... Yeah, that's the one that was...
Listen, man. JiDion, this is not how you conduct a platform. And, like, you can see the effect that having a platform has in real life so well here. It's so easy to think, oh, I'm a big YouTuber, but at the end of the day, my content and me and my audience are very separate from each other. There's distance and information and a billion other factors that build this imagined wall of separation between these things. But when we have a real-life situation here where you live stream in IRL and fans can stream snipe the live stream and show up and occupy the same space as you, all those walls and barriers disappear. I should say the illusion of them disappears. Because at the end of the day, like, this is what it looks like to have influence. These kids showed up at this McDonald's and got themselves arrested to stream snipe the internet influencer they watch. That is how much influence JiDion has over them. When we talk about the power of having a large platform and having influence and the responsibility creators have with that audience and with that platform, a lot of people, a lot of creators, roll their eyes to the back of their head like, fuck off, bro. Let me have fun. I don't have responsibility as a creator with my audience, but watch a video like this and you can see how impressionable these kids are. The fact that, like, they're willing to go to where he was in real life. The fact they were impressionable enough to, when he told them to walk into the McDonald's and get themselves arrested. Like, this is what having influence on the internet looks like on a very small IRL scale. Now, if this is what happens when a few people show up at a McDonald's in real life, imagine what creators with millions of followers, what kind of influence they're having that we don't even see because they're communicating that influence through the internet, and there's no crazy videos where something happens in real life. This is why internet influence matters. This is why it's not just some esoteric thing we shouldn't care or put too much weight into. It really matters. All that aside, though, JiDion really fell off, huh? Like, genuinely went crazy. Sucks. But still a pretty funny body cam video. Anyway, if you enjoyed this segment, consider leaving a like and a comment down below. It really helps a ton, and I appreciate it immensely. And consider subscribing if you want to see more from me in the future. Be sure to ring the bell icon to turn on notifications, and, as always, thank you for watching.